If you're experiencing issues with an Aquascape Auto Ignite fire feature, this video will walk you through how to troubleshoot and resolve the most common problems. It is important to refer to and consult the user manual for installation and troubleshooting details. Also, be sure to conduct troubleshooting in a safe manner, exercising caution when handling electrical components or dealing with gas sources. While Aquascape fire features are designed for long-term performance, occasional maintenance may be necessary to ensure proper operation. It is important to install the fire feature in a manner that allows easy access to all serviceable components without disrupting surrounding landscape elements. Never submerge any part of the fire feature in water to avoid damage to electrical components, installing so that electrical components are dry and protected. Before troubleshooting, it is important to take a few moments to identify the different components. The first step in troubleshooting your Auto Ignite fire feature is to determine whether the issue is electrical or related to the gas source. Start by observing the unit's behavior during the ignition cycle. Be sure to follow the instructions for ignition as outlined in the manual. If the unit sparks but won't light, or lights briefly but won't stay lit, this often indicates a gas-related issue, such as pressure, obstruction, or an improperly positioned flame sensor. If the unit doesn't spark at all, the problem is likely electrical. This could involve the igniter, wiring connections, or power supply. When the unit does not spark at all, you must troubleshoot the electrical ignition system to determine where the power is being disrupted. Make sure the power cables are all correctly connected. Verify the pin and thermocouple are correctly positioned, undamaged, dry, and unobstructed by any debris. If the issue persists, begin tracing the power flow, starting with the control system and working your way toward the burner to identify where the power loss is occurring. Use a multimeter to follow the electrical path and pinpoint the loss of power. Be sure to use the direct current setting, as indicated by a solid line above a dotted or dashed line. First, test the voltage exiting the control system. Press and hold the ignition button while testing with the multimeter, as power is only sent while the button is engaged. A proper reading should show over 13 volts. If voltage is not correct at control system power output, test the battery pack located at the bottom of the control system. Verify the batteries are working and properly installed. Disconnect the cable and test for correct voltage. If voltage is correct at the battery pack power output, replace the control system. If voltage is not correct, install new batteries. If voltage is still not correct, replace the battery pack. If voltage is correct at control system power exit, disconnect the power cable from the bottom of the burner system and test the voltage. If voltage is not correct, the cable may be damaged. Replace the cable and retest. If voltage is correct, the internal igniter may have failed. Replace the igniter and retest. Note, igniters typically last 2 to 5 years. Prior to replacing the igniter, always disconnect the burner system from the control system. To replace the igniter, open the case at the bottom of the burner system using a 3mm hex head. Remove the screw securing the igniter and disconnect the contacts carefully. Take note to be sure you make the same connections with the new igniter. If the issue still exists, check to make sure there are no loose or disconnected wires in the burner system. If the unit sparks but does not stay lit, the issue is typically related to the gas source or the thermocouple. Troubleshoot the gas source by ensuring sufficient gas flow is reaching the burner. For liquid propane systems, first, make sure the cylinder is not empty and the valve is fully open. Then, verify all gas connections are made correctly and hoses are not bent or kinked. Next, perform an igniter box check by verifying that the igniter pin and thermocouple are correctly positioned, undamaged, dry, and unobstructed by any debris. Next, verify the excess flow safety device has not been activated. Reset the excess flow safety device by turning off the control knob and gas supply. Disconnect from the gas source, turn the burner control knob to high, wait 1 minute, then turn the burner control knob to off. Turn the gas valve on slowly, wait 30 seconds, and then relight the fire feature. If the gas flow and pressure is correct, and the thermocouple appears functional, the issue may lie within the control system. Replace the Auto Ignite control system. If the issue persists after replacing the control system, contact Aquascape customer service with detailed information for further troubleshooting assistance. For natural gas systems, first ensure that the unit has been properly converted for use with natural gas. Refer to the manual for more information. Verify proper gas pressure is reaching the feature. See manual for more info. Then, verify all gas connections are made correctly and hoses are not bent or kinked. Next, perform an igniter box check by verifying that the igniter pin and thermocouple are correctly positioned, undamaged, dry, and unobstructed by any debris. If the gas flow and pressure is correct, and the thermocouple appears functional, the issue may lie within the control system. Replace the auto-ignite control system. If the issue persists after replacing the control system, contact Aquascape customer service with detailed information for further troubleshooting assistance.